Y'all want to hear some scary shit? This next story took place in San Antonio, Texas, again at the Martin Luther King Bridge. Y'all see that bus stop right there? Yeah, that one. So this story has 3 characters, Honey, T-Rail, and RJ. The names have been changed of a couple of the characters for privacy purposes. So Honey was sitting at this bus stop, and RJ's best friend, T-Rail, came by in a blue Buick. Now, Honey and T-Rail had some history. T-Rail was RJ's best friend. RJ is Honey's cousin. T-Rail and RJ were always into shit, and if anybody knows San Antonio in the early 90s, y'all will know it was a hot ass mess. I'm talking violent as hell. Anyways, T-Rail thought Honey was the most beautiful creature he had ever laid his eyes on, and he used to always ask her to marry him. Marry me, marry me, marry me. If you marry me, I will get out the streets. I will stay out of trouble. T-Rail got into shit so deep that RJ was begging Honey, please marry my best friend. Like, if he's a good dude, he just always in this stuff. Like, he'll, take care of home if you marry him. And Honey was like, hell no. I ain't gonna do it. So now that y'all got the background, Honey was sitting at this bus stop, and T-Rail came pulling up in a blue Buick. And he was laughing and smiling like normal, like, hey, I will give you a ride, come on. And she was like, no, I'm not getting in the car with you because you're always in shit. I'm not getting in the car with you. And T-Rail was like, man, come on, where you going? She was like, I'm just going down there, but I'm not getting in the car with you. I went on the bus. And he was laughing so hard. And he was like, come on. And she was like, no, I'm not going with you any damn where. I will wait on the bus because I don't want to catch no strays in this car with you. So T-Rail takes off that way down the bridge, and Honey looks down at her Jet magazine and looks up because she was like, maybe I do want that ride. And he was gone. Now, that bridge is pretty long, and it was a few seconds in between. She was like, maybe he was just speeding. The next week, Honey was visiting her brother in prison in Three Rivers, Texas. And guess who was there? T-Rail's brother also. So Honey says, hey, I seen T-Rail last week. He was trying to give me a ride, down the street. I did not get in the car with him. T-Rail brother was like, you saw who? She said, I saw T-Rail. He was trying to get me to get in the car and take a ride, give me a ride to where I needed to go. And his brother was like, you couldn't have seen him. He got killed a year ago. Say what? So Honey is like, no. See, he just tried to pick me up in a blue Buick last week. I'm not tripping. I saw your brother. Like, he literally just tried to get me to get in a car. And T-Rail's brother is like, what? That is the car he was found unalived in. That's the car his life had been taken in. His brother then instructed her to go out to Meadow Lawn, which is a graveyard here in San Antonio, Texas, where his brother is buried. Honey says she just could not bring herself to do it to this day. Now, Honey then consults with someone who, she knows has gifts. And so we'll call her Aunt Cece. Aunt Cece goes on to tell her it's a good thing that you did not get in that car because he was coming to take you with him. Who is Honey? She's my mommy. So if you were ever on Martin Luther King Bridge and you see someone walking and they disappear in your rearview mirror, I promise you are not tripping because it happens a lot there. Daytime, in the wee hours of the night, I promise you it happens. That park that is right there just beyond them trees has claimed a lot of souls due to violence. Now, that is some scary shit.